Asia's power shift, Iranian pipeline, Indian two-front crisis, and the secret war for the Indian Ocean. Tonight on Global Affairs Tonight, Asia is shifting not slowly but violently. From the gas fields of Iran to the ports of Pakistan, a new energy corridor is emerging. In India, strategics now whisper about a nightmare once thought impossible. War on two fronts. And beneath the water of Indian Ocean, submarine patrol sea lanes that carry the lifeblood of the global economy. This is not diplomacy. This is not routine geopolitics. This is the making of Asia's new strategic balance. You are watching Global Affairs Tonight, and I am Mr. Bravo. The Iran Pakistan strategic shift. Pakistan's greatest war today is not fought with tanks, it is fought with energy. Imported fuel drains reserves, power shortages crippling industry, circular debit suffocates growth. But across the borderlines, the world's largest gas reservoir, the South Paras gas field. For decades, Iran-Pakistan pipeline was dismissed as fantasy. Now it is returning as necessity. A functioning pipeline could stabilize Pakistan grid, reduce fuel imports, power industrial zone ties to China Pakistan economic corridor, and transform Pakistan into a energy transit hub. But every pipeline carries more than gas. It carries risks. The security dilemma. The 900 kilometers Iran-Pakistan border is not a simple line. It is a fault line of insurgency, smuggling, and mistrust. Militant groups operate on both sides. Separatists movement in Balochistan threaten infrastructure, and any pipeline instantly become a strategic target. To protect it, Islamabad and Tehran must cooperate militarily. Joint patrols, intelligence sharing, border stabilization. In fact, energy cooperation begins to look like security alignment, and this is where global powers start paying attention. The Great Power Chessboard. Washington fears sanction erosion. Gulf states worry about Iranian influence expansion, but China sees its opportunity. A stable Iran-Pakistan corridor strengthened west route of Belt and Road Initiative. It connects Central Asia to the Arabian Sea, and it gives Beijing an alternative to the vulnerable maritime routes. The pipeline is not just an infrastructure, it is a geopolitical statement. For decades, India plans feared one scenario above all: the strategic nightmare. Simultaneous pressure from Pakistan in the west and China in the north. Today, the scenario is no longer feels hypothetical. Border tensions with China remains unresolved. Kashmir remains volatile, and both fronts demand troops, resources, and readiness. Even without war, the cost of preparedness stretches logistics and budgets. India's challenge is not weakness, it is overstretch. The military reality. A two-front scenario forces India to divide its air power, intelligence assets, and strike capability. Pakistan's deterrence posture complicates escalation. China's technological edge complicates surveillance. The result: India must maintain a readiness everywhere without triggering escalation anywhere. This is the essence of two-front dilemma. The diplomatic pressure. New Delhi seeks balance, partnerships with West, military ties with Russia, economic engagements with China, deterrence against Pakistan. But multipolar diplomacy demands constant collaboration. In Asia's shifting order, neutrality is difficult, alignment is risky, and hesitation can be costly. The silent war for the Indian Ocean. Nearly two-thirds of the global oil flows through this ocean. Half the world's containers cross it. Every Asian economy depends on it. At the heart of these network lies Strait of Hormuz, gateway to the Gulf energy. Nearby its Gwadar port, a strategic outlet tied to inland trade routes. Just across the regional stands Chabar port, a competing node with India's backing. Ports, bases, and maritime corridors now from the skeleton of power. The naval balance. China expands across the ocean. India strengthened island and coastal surveillance. Regional power invested in submarine drones and anti-ship missiles. This is not open warfare, this is positioning. The state that secures supply lines, control economic security, and economic security ultimately defines national power. The verdict for Asia's new strategic balance. Iran's pipeline could redraw energy flows. India's two-front pressure could reshape military doctrine, and the Indian Ocean contest could determine Asia's century. These three are not separate story, they are one transformation. Energy routes, military balance, and maritime control together, they are rewriting the strategic map of Asia. The world is entering in an era where alliances are fluid, power is distributed, and geography once again decides destiny. And for Pakistan, sitting at the crossroad of energy, land routes, and the sea lanes, the choices made now will shape the next generation future. This is not the end of the story. This is the beginning of a new strategic age. Stay awake, stay tuned, stay alert, and stay united. Subscribe.